FM 94.9.
So, with Dan from the Black Keys, how's it going?
It's going good, yeah.
A little Vegas last night. Did you get out and play at all? Did you win any money? Lose any money?
No, I don't really gamble.
No? You,
my life is enough of a gamble already.
What's it like on tour now for you, man? Is it a grind? I watched a really cool video you guys did on your Facebook and your website. And you kind of talked about when you first started touring, sleeping in a car, four-door car, selling your own merch, all that. Do you ever long for those days at all?
No.
Not at all?
No. I mean, if we still had to do that, we wouldn't exist. It was just, you got to be young and dumb to do that kind of thing.
Too much of a grind.
Yeah, I mean, it's still an absolute grind. It's just kind of nonstop, but in a different way.
It's a more luxurious grind, at least, in some senses.
Yeah.
Right?
But, you know, as luxurious as you make these things, it's never home.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
So.
Yeah, what's it feel like getting off tour and going home? Are you wired up, man? Do you lose your mind after a couple days at home, or is it?
You get wired up, and then it takes a few days to kind of acclimate.
That's cool.
You know,
that makes sense. Well, so this record, Turn Blue, has been an incredible ride for you guys. It's #1 record, the first #1 record, is that right? And it's definitely it's a chill record. There's some upbeat stuff on it, but it's it flows really, really well. And it's a whole album, it feels like. And was that a conscious decision, or is that just what came out?
It's just what came out. Yeah, we didn't know what we were going to do until we went into the studio and just started improvising. And you know, the record just kind of happened. You know, it wasn't, we didn't talk about it at the time. There's no plan.
Right.
So. Is
that how all the records you guys do?
Not all of them. I mean, sometimes they're, you know, got songs written, or, you know, some strong ideas.
Sure.
But this was absolutely nothing. You know,
just went in cold.
Cold every morning, and just tried to, by the end of the day, have something.
That's cool. And you guys worked, of course, with Danger Mouse, and well, one thing I wanted to talk about for sure. You produced a record that I love so much, Nikki Lane. And I'm a country dude. I love the alt country. She's bringing that old school country back. Are you a country music fan? How did that happen?
Yeah, I mean, I love country music, and I grew up playing bluegrass music. My family plays bluegrass, so some of the first songs that I ever learned were, you know, Stanley Brothers,
sure,
and that kind of stuff. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, I love country music.
And how did you meet Nikki, and how did that whole thing for you to produce her record come about?
We just met in Nashville and just started hanging, and you know, hit it off. She's, you know, super talented.
She's talented.
She's a great songwriter, and yeah, it was really fun making that record.
It's a really, really good record. And then, of course, you did Lana Del Rey, and you've been really busy as a producer, and award-winning as a producer as well. And is that something for you that is, does that feel like work for you, producing, or is it more of a passion project?
I've never really made money doing it, so
right.
I don't know that you can call it work yet, but I work hard at it, and I love it.
So why Danger Mouse and not Dan Auerbach doing the last Black Keys record? Just a fresh perspective, or what?
Well, the Black Keys are you know, always going to be Pat and I together, and then whoever else we invite into that world can help. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So it's a different thing.
Different voice, different set of eyes, if you will.
Yeah.
Anybody on your list of people that you have to work with, that you want to work with, that you're really stoked to work with?
I've reached out to a few people, you know, and talking with. I wouldn't want to ruin it.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Jinx,
you know, there are a few people that I really like.
Well, so I saw you a couple weeks ago on Sonic Highways, the Dave Grohl thing that's running on HBO right now, which is a pretty cool concept. I'm still, as a fan, trying to get my head around it. How did that all come about, you and Dave hooking up for that?
He just knew that I was a studio nerd, and when he was planning to come to Nashville, he just got in touch. Asked me if I'd be interested. Said it would be painless.
It was pretty painless. You didn't have that much on there, right?
Yeah.
I can imagine it was pretty good.
No, it was nice.
Had you hung out with Dave before?
Just, you know, briefly.
Briefly.
You know, like backstage at festivals or something like that.
And what do you think of that concept that they're doing over there?
I mean, anything that kind of brings awareness to the to that part of the record industry, I think it's a good thing.
Yeah,
I mean, I've always been interested in that stuff, but I don't know if he can make it palatable for like normal people. I think that's yeah, it's great.
Well, you know, I watch it and I find myself going and looking up a lot of these people that I wasn't super familiar with, and then getting more familiar with it. So I thought it was a pretty cool thing. Now you and Pat on social media they're two completely different animals. Yours seems to be mostly all business. Pat's been Pat on social media, and it's well documented, you know, all the stuff that's gone down with him. Is it something for you that's like a necessary evil, or are you into it, are you not into it?
I don't do it. My manager does it.
I kind of thought that may be the case.
Yeah, no, I don't do that stuff, man.
Just not for you.
Pat really likes that kind of stuff. He likes attention like that. He has fun with it.
He really does. He has a lot of fun. Well, man, we're huge fans of you guys at 94.9. Thanks so much for your time today, and I really appreciate it.
Thanks so much.
No problem. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
FM 94.9. It's about the music.